Hi, I'm Cheryl Kinney, coming to you today to talk to you about a social networking site called LinkedIn. You may have heard of it, you may use it a little bit. I would like to share some bells and whistles that I've learned through the years that you might get a kick out of. First off, let me spell it for those of you who have not used it. It's LinkedIn.com. You want to go there, create a profile. It's free, no cost. If you're not familiar with LinkedIn, but you might be familiar with MySpace or Facebook, it's along the same lines. However, this is the change. LinkedIn is there mainly for business networking, making contacts with people you have like interest with, and not so much socializing, but networking with business professionals. So that's the difference. So if you're not familiar with it and you are maybe looking for a job, I can show you how to get out there and use LinkedIn as a fantastic tool. All right, first off, you're going to go to LinkedIn and create your profile. It's real easy. It'll walk you through step by step. Then you'll want to start connecting with other people. So do a search on a name of a person you know that might be on LinkedIn. If their profile comes back, you're going to send them an invite. So you just click the invite button. It'll automatically send them an invitation to connect with you, or you can add a personalized message, which is always really neat. Now, the way to look for a job on LinkedIn is there's a jobs tab. Once you've created your profile, you can go to the jobs tab and do a search. It'll pull back jobs within the parameters you establish. So if you say, let's say my case, and I'll invite you to look at my LinkedIn profile. I'm Cheryl Kinney, I live in Houston, Texas. So I would say, I'm Cheryl Kinney, I live in Houston, Texas. Well, I wouldn't tell them my name on the job search because I'm looking for them, they're not looking for me. So I'd type in my occupation. Technical recruiter. I might type in some other keywords like executive recruiter, career coach, counselor, trainer, and then I put in some type of parameters, whether it be my zip code or cities I'd be willing to work in, and then I do a search. So that's basically simple. That's how you do that. If you're someone that needs to hire people, you can click on the People tab, and from the People tab, same thing, same concept. Enter keywords. It'll then bring back the results based on the criteria you ask it to bring back. Then you start clicking on those profiles. You'll have a couple of options. There's what's called InMail. Don't get confused with InMail. It's a little confusing, was for me at first. You can't directly connect to someone with an InMail link to the right of their profile because you're not connected to them within the degrees you need to be at that point. But you can, however, connect to them through other connections as you start to build your own network. So what you want to do to help start building that network is on the left side of the profile, the page, it'll say groups. Click on groups. Type in a search word for the group you might be interested in. For example, if you're a paralegal, click on that groups, type in paralegal, and anything within that industry will come back in terms of groups. Like if there's a paralegal group that meets on Tuesdays to discuss whatever, you'll want to join that group. So join as many groups as you can, and you'll soon start to see that people are going to be linking to you. So people you don't know will send you an invitation to connect. In the beginning, while you're building your profile, I'd highly suggest that you accept most invitations, if not all. I haven't had not one come back to be harmful. So in the beginning, I connected with just about everybody. I still do connect with everybody who wants to connect with me. I'm networking. Now I'd like to invite you to go take a look at my profile, because one thing I learned recently is really cool. If you're looking for people to hire or network with or get to know, basically, you can learn a lot about that person with one click, and here's where it is. On the profile page, on the right-hand side of the page, you'll see a little PDF icon. Click on that. It'll actually open as much information as that person has input about themselves. In my case, which I will direct you again to my site, it's actually going to pull up my resume. You can see who I am, what I've done. You can see recommendations, people that have recommended me. That brings me to another very interesting part of, an important part of LinkedIn, is you want to start getting people to recommend you. You don't want to go overkill. I've seen people with 300 recommendations. That's crazy. 300 people do not know me and know how wonderful I am, or I'm not. But a handful, 5, 7, 10, it's fine. I think I have 13. Some I solicited. I asked someone, I worked with you at US Oncology. Would you please do me a favor and recommend me on LinkedIn? And I'll do the same for you. Others have recommended me that I didn't ask for the recommendation, but you certainly appreciate it. And always reciprocate and respond back. When they send you a recommendation, you'll get an email in your primary email account telling you that such and such has written this recommendation. You can look at it. If you like it, you can approve it. If you don't, you can delete it. It's that simple. So here, go to my LinkedIn page. Well, actually, go to LinkedIn.com. Either enter your username and password or create an account if you don't already have one, and look for me, Cheryl, C-H-E-R-Y-L, Kinney, K-I-N-N-E-Y, and if you put in Houston, Texas, you should pull back me. If you want to add a title, you can just put the word recruiter in title, and that'll pull me back up. So take a look at that, and click on the PDF file on my site, and you'll see my complete resume. So have some fun with that, network, get to know people, and talk to you soon. If you'd like to connect with me directly, my email account is on the on my profile, but I'll give it to you here as well. hrrecruiter@att.net. So thanks, and have some fun with that. Take care.